I wouldn't call myself a hockey fan, more of a puck agnostic, but the Vegas Golden Knights changed that for me. And what really won me over was the incredible show that our team puts on. More than any other team in the league, VGK pregame and in-between entertainment is legendary. Today on CityCast Las Vegas, we talk with Tyler Ferraro, Director of Entertainment Experience for the Golden Knights. We explore the mix of kitsch and clever and spectacle that has become signature VGK. It's Wednesday, April 10th. I'm David Figler, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. Let me ask you this, Tyler. You know, our city does know how to put on a good show. How do you think being in Vegas has influenced the spectacle on ice that you and your team put together?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I love it because back in year one, our strategy, our philosophy was like, hey, look, we might not be good. And everyone expected us to not be good that first year. But we had to still put on a show. We still had to encourage people to come to our game. And we had to give them memories and reason to want to come back. So our philosophy was kind of like, how do we make people enjoy the game even if we lose 6-0? So we started introducing certain elements and ideas that, you know, people could leave the game with by saying like, yeah, we might have lost, but the Golden Knight came over and knighted my kid. Or, yeah, we lost, but, you know, did you see that awesome prize that we gave out, or this awesome game, or this awesome pregame show, or whatever? So our philosophy really became like, look, anyone who comes to a Golden Knights game, they have 100 other show choices to go to in a 4-mile stretch of road. And they picked us. How do we honor that? How do we respect that? How do we reflect the city around us and give people a show worthy of being on the most entertaining road on the planet? So that kind of really became our core philosophy, even to this day, which is great because not only are we really good right now, but like we're also still giving people that incentive to want to come back and experience it and see something different and have fun. So.
Yeah, like you mentioned a couple of them, the hero moment, other things. People love the giveaways, of course. Tell me a little bit, Tyler, about the team and the creatives that make up the segments.
Yeah, so first, it's a full team effort from start to finish on our side. And what's really cool about our squad is everything that you see in arena is done in-house. So a lot of teams will outsource their open videos or, outsource this game or these graphics. But everything we do, we have a phenomenal team of motion graphics artists, video producers, and shooters. We have a cast director just to handle all of our, game day cast and crew and everything like that. So I think our group is like 14 full-time people on Game Press, which is pretty insane. Wow. I've gone to other teams which are like 3 or 4 people full-time on Game Press, but we have 14 people. And then my favorite thing that we do is the pregame march to the Fortress.
Vegas! Welcome to round 2. Raise those torches and help us defend our fortress!
That's the only time all of our cast are all in the same spot at the same time. So we have about 75 or so promo team members between our cheerleaders, our Knights Guard, our drummers, Nightline, mascots, everything. And our showgirls, of course. The fact that we have custom showgirls is ridiculous and amazing. And again, a testament to, reflecting the city and fans buying into it, which is awesome.
Yeah, the Vegas flares. I mean, one of the innovations that strikes me is like some of those video clips really seem to be done with care and thought. Have any of them stood out to you as being some of your favorites? I'm thinking about there's a Neon Museum one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, our pregame opens are kind of become our bread and butter. It's something that we definitely put a lot of care and thought into. And there's always a why behind why we do what we do. The one that you mentioned, the Neon Museum, was a super cool one. That was for our reverse retro open last year for our black jersey, our glow in the dark jersey. And for that one specifically, which is one of my favorites, we really wanted to play with the idea of light and, the bad guy stealing the light from the city because the jersey glows in the dark and it kind of lights up in the dark. So we thought that was kind of a fun play. And we hit up Neon Museum and we were able to, I think we shot that entire open in like 2 hours, which is insane. It's this
Wow.
big epic
Yeah.
fight scene in the middle of, and stardust right behind it. And that was a really cool one because we've never really been able to play with Old Vegas in that way before. So being able to kind of touch on that a little bit and have the bad guy like take the light, but then the Golden Knight give the light back, and now it's on our jerseys because the jerseys light up. Like, it was a really, really fun one to shoot.
It's just fun and clever, and that you're able to do these on location. It's just that next level. For people who haven't experienced sort of the opening of a VGK game, maybe you could just explain it in the more sort of generic term of what happens there before the game starts.
Yeah, so the way we've kind of fallen into a rhythm with them. So we encourage everyone to stand up. We do like a countdown to nighttime when all the lights go out and it gets black out, and our host will tell everyone to get up, stand up, make some noise. It gets super, super loud. Lights go out, super exciting moment. Then we go into like kind of like a hockey matchup teaser. So we'll have a bunch of hockey highlights of us versus whatever team we're playing that night. Typically a lot of highlights of us just kicking their butt to kind of tee up the matchup for the night. That teaser,
which you can do
ends
when you got a Stanley Cup in the rearview
right.
mirror, right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We can get away with that 100%. But that's our hockey moment of our open, and then after that teaser, we go into this kind of medieval lore kind of storytelling, good guy, bad guy, storytelling kind of vibe. And we always go out, we always shoot on location in and around Las Vegas. We've shot at some phenomenal spots. We shoot up in Mount Charleston a lot. We've done the Vegas, the sand dunes over by the Speedway kind of. We've done Nelson Ghost Town. We've shot on the pirate ship on the Strip in front of Treasure Island, which was a lot of fun for a Seattle Kraken Open. So we always love shooting on location in Vegas, and people will watch them and be like, "Wow, where'd you guys go?" It's like, "Oh, that was like 25 minutes from our office." And people, you guys know, like, people think Vegas is this 1 4 mile stretch of road, but like, no, there's so much to offer here, and we love harkening on that and focusing on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's super
yeah.
cred. Nelson's Landing, obscure, and like,
yes,
if you claim it, then that's like real local status. And of course, Vegas born is the motto.
Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Vegas born is huge, and we took that and ran with it, and we wanted to reflect the city, and especially knowing that like this isn't a team that moved here. This is born and bred here, and I know what's super cool for me is I'm not born here, but I feel like I was reborn in Vegas in a way. And so I kind of
look at you, Tyler.
Yeah,
I love
look
that. At me. you found the light here, literally.
I did. I really did. And so I take that to heart. And I love when people say like how important the team is to the city. And, they know these people didn't care about, they were hockey agnostic, as you say, but they don't care. Yeah. They live and breathe this team. And that just means so much to me as someone that's been here since the start.
I wonder, do you ever get the complaint that the show and the spectacle maybe distract too much from the sport of hockey?
We definitely get that a little bit, mainly on the internet. Like, no one's saying it to my face, really, but you'll see all the time.
I just did, Tyler. I just did.
You'll see all the time people just saying like, "Oh my God, just drop the puck." Like, no one cares about this, and that's totally fine. People are allowed to have their opinions, and I'm not going to fault them for that. At the end of the day, like, we're not delaying puck drop at all. That was a lot of our complaints year one, is people just thought that the NHL was delaying puck drop so we could do this Tournament of the Kings like fight on the ice. We never delay puck drop. We just fill time in until the puck drop. And then everything else, like, you don't have to be paying attention. Like, you don't have to show up and be in your seat before the open starts. No one's forcing you to do that. But what I see the kids watching the Golden Knight fight this bad guy on the ice, and then the Golden Knight walks around the concourse later during the game, and the kid walks up to him and says, "Wow, good job, Golden Knight on the ice," and the Golden Knight can interact to talk to him, and I see that's a Golden Knights fan for life. We could go 10 straight years without making the playoffs. That kid's still going to be a fan. So that's what
Yeah.
I see, and there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that, don't like what we do. And that's not to say we don't listen to the fans. We definitely listen to the fans and see what they want, how they, this worked, that worked. And like we tried in Oregon once, I think in year 2, we tried in Oregon, and a lot of the fans just didn't relate to that. They didn't like it. It's a very traditional part of hockey, and we're a very non-traditional market. So we took the Oregon away. We said, okay, cool. Hey, we tried it. If you're going to be wrong quick. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure you could try some variation on the Oregon that would be Vegas Golden Knights only. So maybe that's something for the
yeah,
future. And, Tyler, I did hear you mention the sort of the night tournament. It does give me like a little bit of a nod, maybe even a hat tip to the Tournament of Kings. That is this ancient show that's been playing over at the Excalibur, I think, since the beginning. One of
yeah.
the challenges is that fair to say? I'm not saying that you ripped it off. I'm just saying it's kind of a nod to yet another Vegas tradition that is on the Strip.
Yeah, the irony that there's a giant castle hotel directly next to our arena is not lost on us. And we've shot at the Tournament of Kings stage a couple times for a couple of our opens, and we have great relationships with those people, and
Oh,
they're a
cool.
great team over there. And we actually have one of their knights on our staff right now. He walks around with the Golden Knight. He's our Squire character right now. So
Oh,
there's a great relationship there, and we're definitely heavily inspired by it for sure. It's hard not to be. We've done an outing or two as a team there, so yeah, 100%. Another inspiration from the Strip for sure.
and I appreciate you giving that shout out. Why do you think it's important to the experience to have this kind of entertainment throughout the game, even with an exciting hockey game?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of keeping everyone engaged. That's super important for us. And if when you come to our games, you'll see almost every whistle there's a "Go Knights Go" chant that we start, or a "Make noise, let's get loud" kind of thing. And that's just a part of. We want to make sure that the crowd is staying engaged from before the puck drops to the 3 stars at the end of the game. And a big part of that philosophy is if the crowd's kind of quiet, they're not going to give the energy to the guy. Like 100%, the energy in the crowd feeds the guys and gives them energy on the ice. And if we get a goal and the crowd stays loud, and there's another good forecheck or offensive zone possession or something like that, and the crowd staying
Hmm.
loud, the guys they 100% feel that. They say it all the time. So there's teams that don't have in arena hosts or mascots or anything like that. And that's fine for like an original 6 team if that's what they want to do. But for us, again, we're on the most exciting road on the planet. We got to keep everyone engaged. We got to keep everyone involved. So we use multiple hosts. We use 2 mascots that kind of run around and engage with the fans. And we have our cheerleaders going down into the aisle and dancing with kids and fans and cheering and everything like that. So there's always something going on, no matter where you look. That's a big philosophy of ours as well. No matter where you look in that arena, there could be the Golden Knight doing a "Go Knights Go" chant next to you, but chance could be on the other side of the arena, messing with the opposing team fan. But then upstairs in the upper bowl, you could see the Vivas dancing, and it's just a way to constantly keep you engaged, focused, ready to cheer at any point. And we've seen over the years, like fans really, really getting that, and really every time that there's a potential pass that you can hear the crowd really get into it. And so that's a huge focus of ours.
Yeah, the fan engagement is just so intense. And of course, a lot of fans inspired, I think, by your entertainment spectacular, have taken to their own traditions, which now you've kind of worked in too, right? So where have you been inspired by the fans and some of the spontaneous or now traditional things that the fans do?
The easiest one to think of is we do 2 goals in a period. We give away free tacos from Taco Bell. Well, over time, fans have started dressing up as tacos, wearing taco hats, holding taco signs. So before
Well,
the game even
which came
starts,
first, the taco fans or the taco giveaway?
I think the taco giveaway came first, and then
Okay.
people really, really enjoy it. The way Bruce announces it is really fun. It gets the fans involved in saying tacos as well. So before the game even starts, we're looking on our cameras where all the taco people at. There's a couple season ticket members. I think they're always in the same spot, but we'll look for the taco hats, the taco signs, the taco onesies or whatever that people will wear, and we'll know. Okay, cool. If we get 2 goals in a period, we're coming to them. So we already
Yeah.
know where they are before the game even starts, which is a really fun one for us. And then obviously saying "night" during the anthem. is a big one. That started fairly quickly, but then Carnell, which was really cool what Carnell did, our Golden Pipes, our anthem singer, he was the first to lay out of the anthem and stop singing it during when fans said night. And the reason why, he's like, well, I'm singing the rest of the anthem. Let them have this one little bit here. I want to give that to them. And, kudos to him. That was just him doing it. We didn't tell him to. And, the fans really eat that one up too.
Yeah, and I love that you gave a shout out to the Golden Pipes because so engaging and kind of a hometown hero outside the ice now too. Have you heard from management that the other teams are kind of like, I don't know, either jealous or mad at you guys, or that they're really being inspired and changing the face of hockey a little?
So year one, we go to this conference where all the game entertainment from all the leagues go, and we actually won an award. It was like a kind of a joke award, but it was the "Did you see what Vegas did?" award, and it was
Yeah.
because everyone from every team was getting emails from their CMOs, team presidents, going,
Did you see what Vegas did?
Did you see what Vegas did? Do this, and so that's fun, and so it's cool that everyone's taking notice of that. And a lot of the things that we see too is teams are be like, yeah, our upper management wants us to do it like Vegas, do it like Vegas. Well, the problem is you have to have such buy-in and such trust to do what we're getting away with, and do what we get to do. Our upper management, our team president Carey, and our CMO Tosi, and all our VPs just buy in, and they accept this crazy stuff that we're doing, and there's such a phenomenal philosophy and culture built around it that a lot of other teams would be like, yeah, they're telling us to do what Vegas does, but they're not putting the trust in us. They're not investing in like, you can't just go out there and have people fight on the ice. Like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's what Vegas does. But more along the lines, they should be asking, how does Vegas do it? And
yeah,
that's really, there just needs to be a why and a reason for it existing.
I got one last question for you, Tyler. What sort of out of the box ideas haven't we seen yet that might be coming to a Vegas Golden Knights game? Give us a little preview of something.
All right. So I can't say too much, but last week I went to one of our vendors to look at update on the building of something that we are hoping to reveal round one this year. It's something we've had in the works for legitimately 2 or 3 years. It's something we've wanted since year one, but we haven't been able to, introduce it properly again, because kind of going back to, if we throw all this at everyone right off the bat, it's going to be too much. So we, sprinkle in a little bit here, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, to now we're at the point where, okay, cool, we can finally introduce this element. I can't say really too much, but it's going to be super, super cool. It'll be something in the arena. And we're really looking forward to it. We're excited about it. It's going to kind of change the way our pregame show works a little bit, I think, and how involved certain aspects of the arena are.
So this is very mysterious, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's a prop forward thing that is going to debut hopefully during the first round of playoffs. So right around the corner.
Yes, right around the corner. I actually have to go tomorrow and check up on it again. But yeah, it's a big team effort. It's going to be really cool. We hope. We'll see.
Is there any magic, like actual magic, involved in this?
So that's actually that's a great question. No, but we have wanted to. We have wanted to introduce a sorceress for a really long time as well. So that's definitely something we have in our back pocket in the future. There's no plans currently right now, but at some point we think a sorceress would be really cool. Someone that it'd be cool, like if the sorceress character, like, gave the Golden Knights sword like extra power or something to defeat the enemy. Like, that's kind of cool play there, but that's a whole nother character we have to introduce, and then more props. And so we'll get there, I think, at some point.
All right. Well, you can't tell me about the one that's about to debut, but let me ask you this then. Yep. Are there any that your bosses were like, Tyler, not even for Las Vegas?
You know what? No, I like that. We're a very yes, how kind of organization. We lead with yes. We figure out ways to make it work. I even went into a meeting a couple years ago and I said, hey, it'd be cool because we started like the VGK Worldwide initiative. And I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if we could like drop a puck from space. And Carrie, our team president, was like, yeah, you should do that. And I was like, oh, okay. So I had to research and I had to talk to the FAA and all these government agencies, and we launched a puck into space on a weather balloon. And then the weather balloon popped. It got to like 97,000 feet. And we had a GoPro camera, so you see the whole Earth and the puck and the VGK logos there. It's unbelievable. The puck dropped, and we recovered the puck, and we dropped it at a game. So, like, that is absolutely insane. But our leadership and our organization was like, yeah, no, that'd be super cool. Do that. So I became an expert on, weather balloons very quickly. But yeah, it's awesome.
All right. Well, I mean, here's one for you. You just have Chance just wrestling with Gritty if we ever play the Flyers.
Oh, no, that'd be perfect.
Just taking him down.
That'd be great. 100%. We'll replace the Golden Knight and the bad guy with Chance and Gritty on the pregame show. How about that?
See, I'm there for you. Tyler Ferraro, thank you so much for joining us on CityCast Las Vegas.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. And go Knights, go.
Go Knights, go. And that's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. If you enjoyed the show, send this episode to the biggest VGK fan you know, and don't forget to subscribe to our morning newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Till then, stay lucky. Here's one that your bosses will definitely turn down. Suggest that David Figler cranks the siren before a Golden Knights game. That they're gonna be like, okay, you just crossed the line, Tyler.
No, we have plenty of. We'll get plenty of openings. We'll get you to a game. We'll get you over there.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.